Happy Wednesday, everyone, and welcome back. Today is going to be the first video in a three-part series all about fiber. So if you've ever been health coached by me or you're one of my friends, you know that I am super passionate about fiber and the importance of fiber and all of the different foods that are high in fiber. I think it's so important. And if you've ever been diagnosed with high cholesterol, or if you've ever been told that your LDL or your bad cholesterol is borderline high, the information in this three-part series is super important and it is for you, so listen up. Today I want to talk about fiber. What is fiber? What's the importance of fiber? What are the two different kinds of fiber? And then I'm going to break it down into 6 different food items and tell you how much fiber is in each serving of each different item. So kind of give you an idea when you are thinking about meals to make or snacks to have, what can you be incorporating more of into your diet to help up your fiber count. So first of all, fiber is found in plant-based foods. So we have your fruits and vegetables, your whole grains, your nuts, your beans, and your seeds. And fiber is a carbohydrate or a starch that our body does not absorb. So fiber, basically, the way that I explain fiber to my clients is it acts as a toothbrush or a broom in your arteries, and it helps to clear out all that plaque buildup, which is coming from foods that are high in trans or saturated fats. So it acts as a toothbrush or a broom, keep that in mind. So the two different kinds of fiber would be insoluble fiber and soluble fiber. So insoluble fiber is mostly coming from your fruits and vegetables, and it is housed mainly in the skins of those fruits and vegetables. So if you've been peeling your apples or your potatoes just for texture purposes, try not to do that because the fiber is housed in the skins of your apples, your berries, your zucchinis, and your potatoes. So those are all important to try to keep those skins on and eat the skins. Insoluble fiber basically passes through our digestive system fairly quickly. On the other hand, we have your soluble fiber, which is found in beans, oats, oat bran, and that type of fiber is what binds to your cholesterol, and it binds together and is taken out of your digestive system. So the two different kinds, both very important for very different reasons. As far as the recommendations for men and women, I always highly suggest talking with your family doctor or a dietitian or nutritionist, because fiber is it can make people's digestive systems or your stomach very sensitive. So depending on your dietary restrictions or needs, always consulting with a family doctor or a dietitian before you change up your diet and the amount of fiber that you're consuming. So roughly between 25 and 35 grams of fiber is the daily recommended amount for men and for women. Men trying to get a little bit more and women maybe a little bit less. So 25 to 35 grams is the general range. So I want to break down 6 different food items for you and let you know how many grams of fiber per serving. So let's start out with the first one. We have raspberries. I know the containers that you buy raspberries in are pretty small and they're not always a cheap fruit to buy depending on the season, but 1 cup of raspberries is 9 grams of fiber. So you can also buy these frozen and put them in smoothies, and it's the same nutritional value. So yeah, raspberries. We have beans, any kind of beans. You have garbanzo beans, black beans, kidney beans, navy beans. They're very cheap. You can buy them canned or dried, and a half of a cup of black beans, which is a serving, is 8 grams of fiber. So a lot of things you can do with these black beans. We have one of my favorite foods ever is avocados. So avocado, a half of a large avocado is 7 grams of fiber. You can do so many things with these, and if you find that they go bad fairly quickly, throw them in the fridge. It helps to kind of pause the ripening of the avocado. You can also Cut these up and freeze them on a cookie sheet. Throw them in a bag in the freezer and add them to your smoothies. They add a good creamy texture to your smoothies. We have sweet potato. So a medium sweet potato, remember skin on, that's where the fiber is housed, is 5 grams of fiber. So if you scroll back to the Facebook post about all of the recipes that you can use a sweet potato with, check that out, keep the skin on, and eat some sweet potatoes. The fifth item is oats. So these were used in the Energy Bite recipe that I posted the other day. Super high in fiber. They also have some protein in them, a great breakfast option. In a few days, I'll be posting a recipe using oats again. So a half of a cup of oats is 5 grams of fiber. So if you have breakfast, a whole cup of oatmeal, you're getting about 10 grams of fiber, which is almost a third of your daily recommended amount. So oats are a good option. And then the last item is another one of my favorites, chia seeds. If you've ever been one of my coaching clients, you know that I usually suggest trying chia seeds in your water. So it doesn't really alter the taste. If you're a texture person, it might be a little bit weird, but 2 tablespoons of chia seeds is 11 grams of fiber. So you can add these to oatmeal, smoothies, salads, the protein balls, so many different options when it comes to chia seeds, and these are very high in fiber. So those are just some of the foods that are high in fiber. Try to incorporate a little bit more fiber into your diet, and I challenge you to take a normal day's worth of eating and jot down all the foods you're eating and see which foods fall into the categories of foods that are high in fiber. And then from there, you can always start trying to incorporate more fiber into your diet. So stay tuned tomorrow for a follow-up video on fiber, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.